They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Chicago Bears.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On the ready.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Okay,
after the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd down, here's Richardson.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end.
The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up.
Inside the 20.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Taylor not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Check, man, check, man.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Richardson. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris. For the gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ready, break! Cougar 19! Viking 18! Ready, up!
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Richardson to throw off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you just...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears, touchdown.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, That theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Harris running straight ahead. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Well, the Bears at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now a give, running left is Harris. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Richardson going to move him around. On third down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And quickly they get to the line. And not liking the look, they'll change the play. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
This is 2nd and 8. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Pat the 60. Pat the street. Pat the street.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Rodgers.
It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 7.
Inside. Hey, take 26. 26. Go to 50.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll try the right side with Harris. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown, Bears! Corey Blasingame, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. The York on now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Able to push his way through.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Richardson looking to throw.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Quick throw completed by Richardson.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Hold it ready. Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run. This is Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Okay, ready.
Now a 2nd and 6. Richardson working from the gun.
Flush to his right.
That one finds Pierce right side.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Ready. Hurry. Let's go.
Now a give to Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Richardson now on third and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They turn to Harris to begin the drive, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Hey, 88. Hey, flag.
Now Rodgers. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Here we go.
They're quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3.
Check, Bobcat.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods from 4 yards out. And the Colts are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 21. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And now they're in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and yard.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hey, take 26. Plant.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
10 at the 42-yard line.
26.
Rodgers now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Take 30. 319. Stay right. Back north.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Colts 13-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Najee Harris taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Street. Hurt.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. Escapes the defender. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Rodgers' throw there complete to Mooney. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Rodgers on first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, third down.
Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers.
To the sideline and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
This is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside. Hey, check 26. Look, we're doing it.
Now it's Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
26.
Rodgers again now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
They hand this off to Harris. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. The quarterback will keep it himself, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Colts, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.